All right, this is going to be a pretty quick video compared to the last one. So basically, we're going to talk about pay stubs or pay statements today. So this is an example. It's made up, but it looks pretty similar to the real one. So like I get a pay stub and it looks very similar to this. So I just want to walk through some of the details that are included on it just so you can read it. Because when I look at this, it looks pretty complicated. There's a lot of numbers and there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of acronyms. So I just want to go over this stuff so you can read it. Okay, so first thing at the top is the company, whoever you work for, that's your name, and usually it has an employee ID. That's important because that's how they keep you in the system, because sometimes there's more than one person with the same name. And then they got your address. Here, it said some kind of thing like period ending or pay period or whatever. These are the days that they're looking at for when you're getting paid. Most companies do 2 weeks. That's called bi-weekly pay. Some companies do a monthly pay. It depends on who you're working for. So here it's saying he's working the 2018, 4th month, 10th day to the 21st. Usually so that's going to be like a 2-week period. But then you'll notice the pay date, which is the day you actually get the check, is usually going to be much later. So it's a week or more later, okay? Because they need time to process the numbers and write the check. The other thing that's here is going to be the check number. So usually there will be a piece of paper attached with the check, and this check has a number. That number is basically written on the check, and if there's some kind of issue or whatever with the bank, you know what number it's supposed to be, so they can identify it. Okay. On this box is your income, and it says here income. On this box is your deductions. So income is you making money. So there's usually going to be something like regular. Sometimes there'll be vacation. Here it says overtime. So regular, there's the hours he worked, 45 hours within that pay period. And then the rate is how much you get paid per hour. So basically, it's taking the rate times the hours, gave you the money. Here, this person worked overtime because 40 hours a week. So he got paid overtime pay, which is time and a half. So that gave him that. So his total pay would be those two added together. Some companies pay vacation time. They have different systems set up. So sometimes you will actually get money for vacation. Depends how it works. On this column, there's deductions, which is where you lose money. So a lot of checks will have here, it says the current total, which is how much money. Oh, that's weird. A lot of times they have a number that says like the total gross that you get. But here it has all your deductions. So CPP is your pension, EI, your income tax. Federal tax is different. I'm not sure why. And then a lot of companies have stuff like life insurance. Usually you pay some small amount of life insurance and your company pays life insurance too, and then you get to get it, okay? Also stuff like union dues would be in here and union fees. So all of those numbers are there, and then here it says the year to date for each of those columns. These don't really matter, it's just in case you care or you're interested. At the end of the year, you need to know these so you can do your taxes. So the important thing you care about here is the net pay. This is how much money you actually get paid. This check is really weird because the numbers don't actually add up right. I don't know why, but this is how much money is on your paycheck, not this much. Because what they do is they take off your CPP and EI every paycheck. And then sometimes what happens is you'll hit the cap. So in like December, your paychecks will actually be a lot higher. But it depends how much money you're making, okay? The other thing, YTD here, that's your year-to-date. So year-to-date gross is all of these numbers added together for the whole year. So we're partway through the year, so this guy's doing pretty good for himself. The deductions is how much of these you paid throughout the year, and then the year-to-date net pay is how much you've taken home. So those are some of the basic things. Every paycheck looks a little bit different, but they have these basic things included. It's always important to be able to read your paycheck to make sure your boss doesn't screw up and make a mistake. Because sometimes people do, but if you don't catch it, you're stuck with less money. You're paying more than you're supposed to. And that's it.